January was fantastic. That was good for dropping about $30,000 into my accounts.
30,000 on how much risk on that ALB?
It was about $4,000, I believe, 4,200, something like that. I mean, that's just multiplying the money. The risk is limited. The upside is just fantastic.
There's $3 million of premium being bought, and someone knows more than we do, or they're going to lose their job.
Yeah, somebody has already done the legwork, and just you're following what the big money is doing.
Absolutely. This is really exciting. I'm on here with a client of mine, John, who is our first time actually meeting face to face. We usually meet in Discord, but it's often where I'm presenting every day and presenting to a wide audience without ever getting to see who I'm presenting to. So this is a real pleasure for mine. And not only that, I've been working with John for about 8 months now. So John, it's great to finally meet you.
Ditto. Same here. It was a pleasure meeting, talking, actually getting a chance to talk to you instead of just typing in Discord. So
you're good at typing in Discord, though. You've been, John is someone who joined again, 8 or 10 months ago, but you've been incredibly helpful for me. You've gotten the gist of Discord and you've helped me police it. So my thanks for doing that.
Well, it's my pleasure. It's also part of my OCD on some of the stuff that gets posted. I'm just like, oh my Lord, it needs. At first I was kind of sheepish. I'm like, well, I'm not getting the smackdown, so I might as well step up and push the button.
That's literally me, and I'm thanking you for that. Literally while we're recording, because of my OCD is why we had to close the Discord for the weekend.
Oh, I bet. You would never get a break.
Yeah,
having to police that thing.
Yeah. So let's get into it. So, John, if you can walk me through your background with trading and investing, and what led you to find me at Masters in Trading.
Well, it actually started way back in like 1998, 1999, when I was an undergraduate teaching fellow in medical school, and one of the residents, he was coming out and he was making, oh yeah, I just made $50,000 a day. I'm like, what? That's like quarter of a year's salary for a physician in a lot of instances. I'm like, what are you doing? So I'm like, well, there's definitely different ways in order to make money. So I started kind of on a journey learning back then. As far as when I was in residency, didn't have much money to play with, but I was learning. I was learning about mutual funds, about stocks, a little bit about options. I wouldn't say they were scary. They were different. I didn't know exactly what options were. Then I proceeded on and went additional education with Robert Kiyosaki at that time. He had some options classes, which I learned a lot of basics there. That led me to learning from a group called Breakpoint Trades, which is they do a really good job when it comes to technical analysis and following markets, but I could never get the trades to work. And I don't know if it was just me or if it was things just moved too fast or whatever. I've had all the newsletters from Stansberry to Brownstone to Palm Beach Letter. So I'm well educated, but it was little bits and pieces. I mean, I've made a lot of money in crypto from recommendations through Palm Beach Letter, but that was so early on. If you got involved, everybody made money. Still was a frustration of treading water. So I've been with Tradesmiths for a long time, and you had looked like, I believe, developed a little bit of a partnership with them. And that was when I was introduced to taking the challenge.
Okay.
And so I actually took the challenge earlier in the year, or at least I watched some of your free stuff on YouTube. I did not take the challenge. I watched a lot of your free stuff on YouTube. And I'm like, this just makes sense. The education makes sense. Hedging your bets makes sense. So I made my first go about it was on Freeport McMoran. I did some tranches, and I'm like, it worked. Oh my gosh, I didn't lose money for once. And then I got bold, and it was when we had the sell-off after the tariffs, and the Bitcoin mining ETF was down. And it was very interesting because I saw an observation where the puts and calls at $10 were the same. I'm like, I can sell puts, I can buy calls, and I'm risk-free. And then you'd also been talking about turning it into a call spread. So I proceeded to do that, and I made like $3,500. I'm like, oh, well, that was just crazy. So this was
Let me stop you and summarize a little bit. So you originally found me, started with through Tradesmith, and then watching the free videos on YouTube. And then, so the Masters in Trading Challenge, just for anybody watching, it's kind of it's the lowest cost entry to get involved. It's I think it's under $100, and it's a 7-day program where you watch videos each day, and then we have a Discord community where people are in there for 30 days. But so then just going through those videos and then asking questions, or did you learn enough from the videos that what made you decide to take the leap? Because you didn't just go one program, you jumped in everything, and you're a big part of the community now.
Part of it was just the success. I just happened to get in just before the big MP trade, and I was like, wow, these guys, Jonathan's ahead of everybody else. It's sound research. The risk is limited, and the upside is just fantastic, and it's not afraid to take winnings. And so it was a progression of the free videos, took some of the ideas, made success. Then I proceeded to jump in on the challenge, and then I did the all access.
Oh, awesome. Very cool. Well, I'm certainly happy to have you. What's the difference that you've seen of trading with me than you were doing before joining me? Just so I have an understanding too. What was like your core go-to strategy, or I think now you can describe how you approach the markets. How would you describe how you approached the markets before?
Okay, before there was a lot of I didn't feel like I was getting the inside of the way things really work. You just print it, you've done it. You know what is BS and what is not BS. And a lot of the other stuff, you get newsletters and it's 35 pages long. I don't care about this crap. What is the trade? Why does this trade make any sense? And it's a lot of times when those trades are published, it's at the end of a run. I've noticed that after joining the All Access is we've already pulled our money out, and now these newsletters are recommending these companies. And I'm like, no wonder it was lackluster performance. There's a confidence. More importantly to me, it's a positive start to the day, because of the fact that the world of medicine is it's a grind. It really got worse with COVID and after, and this has put a very positive spin in my life, and it's fantastic.
That's really great to hear. I have the community, especially as it's matured over these last 6 months, it really has become a positive place that we really don't have to police nearly as much as we did. What was that like for you after COVID? It seems like that was a pretty stressful time.
Yeah, it was very, very stressful, because it was a matter of everybody else was off, but we were mandated to be there. We didn't have a choice, and it got very interesting towards the beginning and first several months of COVID. Is half my staff was there 1 week, the other half they weren't, because they didn't want the entire staff to go down, but I had to be there every day. And so there was a lot of stress involved with that. I didn't deal a lot directly with the COVID patients. It was just the whole ordeal of being in medicine and not ever getting a break from all the pressures and the unknowns. And it was shifting literally from hour to hour on what was going on.
Do you feel this type of trading is a break for you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's financially, it's been a big relief.
I agree. It's how we trade and how it's a story-based trade. I always when people ask, who end up being your best clients, it's people who understand that it's just story-based trading, and if the story resonates with you, then the market's just going to do what the market's going to do.
I agree. It's a matter of you set it, you forget it, and when it's time, you harvest what you reap. And sometimes it's going to be a dud. I get that, because you don't control the markets. But then I can also tell you that the wins have been mind-blowing. The techniques have been fantastic. The particularly approaching the earnings has been certainly. I was slow to grasp it. Now I understand it, and it was fantastic. I happened to pick up on the interface trade. I turned a $300 strangle into $1,300 in 2 days. I'm like, it doesn't get any better than that.
The feedback with the earnings program, once people get it, is why doesn't everybody else trade like this? And the problem is it's taking the time to be open to learn something new.
Absolutely.
And that's, I think, where it all comes together, because it's difficult just to learn the earnings trade on its own. I'd have to build your trust through the other trades in order for you to commit to learning the earnings trade. So that's why it's
Absolutely.
a little bit different.
Absolutely.
So you've been working with the system, I guess, for about 8 months now. If you can share what your progress has been like and what key insights you've gained.
Well, I trade with confidence now. That's extremely important. Sometimes I used to lose sleep on, why did I make that trade? What's it going to do? I don't do that anymore because I know the market's going to be the market. I have confidence in the tools that we have. I have confidence in the research you've done, because you seem to always be ahead of where the crowd is when it comes to critical minerals, or whether it was solar, or we're usually ahead of the curve when it comes to natural gas, or the refiners, oil and gas. And that's very comforting, because of the fact that it's not a guessing game. Did I time this right? Because it always seemed like the timing was wrong. And so just trusting the tools and trading with confidence, and having fun bouncing ideas off of each other. I've developed some pretty good friends that we communicate even on the evenings and weekends, just not about trades, but about life. And that just makes it even more fun, because it's a team sport. It's not a me versus the world, because I can tell you Wall Street is a big team.
Absolutely. The ultimate goal of the community is to be able to build a long-term trading desk. The market is vast. There's a lot to cover. And if we have enough people in there that we can trust, that can share good ideas, we can follow a lot of different markets. I think, too, the reason we get in the rare earths early and solar early and natural gas early is because we're letting the market tell us what's happening. And we didn't choose natural gas. We started to see lots of orders flowing into natural gas. We didn't choose long solar. We start to see with tariffs, what happens when tariffs came on, what's going to happen when tariffs come off. So just a lot of common sense trading, and it takes commitment, as you've committed, to be able to learn, because it does take a little bit of time, but everything you learn hopefully is value add for whatever your end game is.
Well, and I also think that this form of trading is it's reactionary to what's in front of you, versus I think this is what's going to happen. And that makes a big difference, because me thinking what's going to happen, or somebody in a newsletter telling me they think this is going to happen, a lot of times doesn't happen, because the markets don't care what I think. You have to tap into what the markets say this is going to happen. And that's what all these tools do.
I always have a thing in my mind. If I could say BS to something, then I don't want anything to do with it. So whenever someone's like, I think something's going to go up, and you're BS, like, explain it to me, and they're going to back it up with because, I can always fall back on that. And the answer to why we think is something going to go up, because there's $3 million of premium being bought, and someone knows more than we do, or they're going to lose their job.
Yeah, somebody has already done the legwork, and just you're following what the big money is doing.
Absolutely. So, John, I so appreciate your time, but let me leave you with one more question. If you're speaking to someone in the position that you were in last year, or 8 months ago when you started, what would you want them to know? If you could share that, that'd be great.
Well, it's kind of what I talk to people who are frustrated or trying to grasp what's going on in the Discord as well. And I tell them it's a learning process. It's not a trading service. It's an education service. Sit back, watch, learn, ask questions, utilize the tools. And a lot of times, don't go all in by any means. You use good rules, good guidance, and just go with it. And if you're having struggles, back off, try to figure out where you are having challenges and try to correct from where that is. Readjust your expectations, because the market's going to do it to you from minute to minute.
Right. We want them to be trading with us in 2 years.
Right. Exactly.
So just because I know Chris Water will get on me, can you share a little bit about your performance, which I don't know at all, but since you've joined, have you been able to make a little bit of money?
January was fantastic because we closed out that Albermay trade. That was good for dropping about $30,000 into my accounts. Then we had last week, I dropped another 16.
30,000 on how much risk on that ALB?
It was about $4,000, I believe, 4,200, something like that. I mean, it does. And then last week with the two trades that we closed out, I think it came out to be about $17,000, and the risk was probably 4,000, 5,000 again. I mean, that's just multiplying the money.
That is awesome to hear. Well, let's leave it at that, John. I'm excited to be able to work with you going forward. I'm excited that I've been able to meet you, and I appreciate you. I've said this before on Discord, but you really have helped me, and I appreciate it. And I'm really happy for your success and your continued success.
My pleasure, and you're stuck with me.
Sounds great. I'm all in.
Okay. Thanks.